If you've got a business, there's one question you absolutely have to nail. Who are you selling to? Get that wrong, and you're basically just throwing darts in the dark. But get it right, you hit a bullseye every single time. In this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to find your perfect aim. Let's dive in. So let's start right there. I want you to take a second and seriously answer this question. Who is the absolute perfect person for your product or your service? Got someone in mind? Good. Hang on to that thought.
Now, if the answer that just popped into your head was something like everyone, or maybe all men, or anybody who needs my help,
then I've got to give you a little tough love here. You're making one of the most common and most costly mistakes in business. See, when you try to appeal to everyone, you actually end up appealing to no one. You just waste time, money, and so much energy. But hey, don't worry, we're going to fix that right now.
Here's our game plan. First, we're going to unpack that big everyone mistake. Then we'll get into why being specific is your new superpower. After that, we'll walk through a super practical 5-step framework to help you dig deep, find your focus, and finally narrow in on your perfect niche. All right, let's just be real for a second. There are almost 8 billion people on this planet. Saying your target audience is everyone isn't a strategy. It's just a lack of one. Same goes for giant categories like men or women. A message designed for everybody is really a message for nobody in particular.
So this is the key thing to understand. A target audience isn't just anyone who could maybe possibly buy from you. No, it's the specific group of people who are most likely to want what you're offering. These are the folks you want to attract, serve, and really build a connection with. And this, my friends, is where the magic happens. When you get laser focused on a niche audience, every single part of your business just gets better, more effective. Your marketing, your products, your sales conversations. You're not just shouting into the void anymore. You're having a real conversation with people who are actually leaning in to listen.
This image just says it all, doesn't it? Success isn't about casting the widest net and hoping for the best. It's about making a real quality connection with the right people. It's about hitting that bullseye, not just the board.
Let this one really sink in for a minute. This is the entire game. When what you're selling is a perfect fit for who you're selling it to, everything just clicks. Your efforts are suddenly more efficient and, yeah, a whole lot more profitable. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Right here. This is the framework. 5 clear, actionable steps that are going to take you from a foggy idea to a crystal clear picture of your ideal customer. We're about to go from abstract to a concrete plan.
First things first, we've got to get out of our heads and bring this whole exercise back down to earth. We are not just inventing a person out of thin air here, we're starting with real, actual human beings. So, I want you to grab a piece of paper or open a new doc and just think of 3 to 5 real people. Maybe they're your favorite clients from the past, or people in your network you just love to work with. Heck, it could even be you, if you're the person you're trying to help. The key is to start with real individuals, not some vague concept.
All right, you got your list of people? Great. Now we're going to put on our detective hats and dig into the details. These next 3 steps are all about building a rich, detailed picture of who these people are and what really makes them tick.
This is step 2, and it is absolutely critical. For each person on your list, I want you to think about their before state. What problem were they wrestling with? What was the big struggle? And then, what's their after state? How did you, or how could you, make their life better? That transformation story, that's the core of your value.
Okay, next up, step 3 is all about getting the facts down on paper. Demographics are the hard data about your audience. You know, the stuff you can observe. Who are they really? And we need to get specific here. It's way more than just age and gender. What's their job title? Where do they live? Are they a homeowner? Got a car? A pet? What do they actually do for fun? Every little detail adds another layer to the picture. I mean, knowing they have a dog doesn't just mean they're an animal lover. It might mean they have a yard, some disposable income, or that they value companionship. See? Every fact helps you understand their world. And for step 4, we're going even deeper. We're moving past the what of demographics and into the why, the psychographics. What's driving their behavior? What are they truly trying to accomplish in their life? And what keeps getting in their way? It's so important to see both sides of this coin. On one side, you have the pain points, the stuff that literally keeps them up at night. And on the other, you have their goals and desires, the things that help them sleep peacefully. When you can understand that fundamental tension between their pain and their dreams, you can create messaging that connects on a whole new level. Okay, you've done the homework. You've got pages of notes, you've been digging deep. Now it's time for the final, most important step, taking all that info and making a decision. It's time to narrow your focus and pinpoint your market opportunity.
Here's how you do it. First, look for the common threads between the people you profiled. Do they share certain values, hobbies, or maybe they're at the same life stage? Once you have a few potential groups, you run them through these critical questions. Is this group a good fit for me? Do they actually need what I'm selling? And who else is already serving them? This little filtering process is how you find your sweet spot.
And please, don't just guess about this. You can actually go out and validate your ideas. A simple Google search can tell you a ton. Dive into Facebook and LinkedIn groups for your potential niche. Are people talking? Are they active? Are they asking questions that you have the answers to? This is how you confirm there's a real breathing market there.
And here's one last but really crucial piece of advice. After all the data and analysis, you have to do a gut check. Ask yourself, am I actually interested in these people? Can I speak their language? You're going to be spending a lot of your time and energy with this audience, so you'd better make sure it's a group you genuinely enjoy serving.
So there you have it. We've gone from that massive mistake of trying to target everyone all the way to a focused 5-step process that helps you zero in on your perfect customer. It's all about moving from that wide, unfocused fishing net to a highly calibrated, laser-guided bullseye.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last question. Forget about everyone. Forget about those huge, broad categories. Based on your unique skills, your passion, and your experience, who is the one specific type of person that you are perfectly built to serve? Figure that out, and you've found the real key to success.